hope you guys are well. I'm also well on my side. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, because of work and stuff. But like, welcome to my YouTube channel again. My name is Faith Dube. I am back again with another story, and this time I'm gonna be telling you guys a very sorry story of what happened to me at work. You have already seen the title of the video. I really hope you guys will like this video, and please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe, please, oh yeah. So let me get to the gist of the matter. So it was this other day. I was at work, right? I went to work. In fact, let me start here. So I got like a new timetable for my work for the month of July, for the month of June. Yeah, June. I don't know. I don't remember, but I think it was for the month of June or for the month of July. Huh? Yeah, for the month of July. So then when I got the timetable, the timetable said that I was working. It was during a school holiday. So then this timetable said that I was working early shift, but then because I don't like early shifts for my own personal reasons, and one of the reason being that I don't like waking up early because I'll have to wake up like 5 a.m. or something. So then I went and told my bosses that I would like to change. I don't like to work in the morning, but I had already told them before that I don't like working in the morning. So then they're like, okay, I should look for someone that I can exchange with to get like a late shift. So then I got someone whom I exchanged with, and then I got like a late shift. So then the day came. I went to work. The first day I worked, first day of holidays, and second day I went to work. So then yeah, I was assigned a child. They gave me a child. Yeah, it was very good. You know, that day I was feeling a bit, yeah, my mood was like. So then it was a very good day. We just went out to play to play at the playground. We played until it was now like a little bit like around 7 p.m. because it's summer, so it's always here. The sun sets at like 10 p.m. So it was still bright outside. So then we were like, let's just go inside because it's now time for what? It's now time for dinner. It was me and my child that was taking care of for that day. We went, and then when we went back into the house, we started like inside. We started playing soccer. We were playing soccer. So I was wearing like the flip flops, but with socks. So then I was like, let me just remove this flip flop so that I may be able to kick the ball. What? Very well. Or properly or nicely. So then it happened that I took off the flip-flops, and then I was left with only socks on. So we played. The first time I fell down, like and then landed. Nothing happened. And then we played, and then the second time I tried to kick the ball. I flew and then I landed with my right hand. Guys, the pain was so terrible. I've never had so much pain in my life. It was that unusual pain, but at the same time I was like, I tried to ignore it. I was like, no, this can't be, my hand can't be broken. But at the back of my head I was like, perhaps my hand is broken, but no, it can't, because if my hand is broken, then like I am doomed from the start. I stopped playing. When I fell down, the child laughed at me. It was I don't even know, I also laughed about it. And then one of the supervisors that day, that child went and told the supervisor that Faith fell down. And then the supervisor, we laughed about it, and the supervisor told us a story about how she fell as well. But like my hand was hurting, guys, like so hurting. And then from there, it was now around like 8 p.m. I went and ate. And then I took supposed to do like the handover takeover. So then I was signed the handover takeover. I took back the books, but I couldn't even hold a pen, like even to wash my hands. The pain was so horrible. It was something else. But then I hadn't like noticed what happened, because I don't know. And then I did whatever I had to do, and then it was now time for me to go home. And then I went, as soon as I went out of the house, I tried to call my mom to tell her what had happened, but I couldn't get hold of her. So I went home. So like on my way home, when I was waiting for the train, I realized that my hand wasn't stretching, like fully stretching, like stretching. And then I was like, oh, this can't be. And then I tried to feel my hand. I noticed that there was a very huge gap on my hand. Like, I think the bone had like twisted or something, but it hadn't twisted, you know. So I was like, why is it like this? So I had to go, like I was always like this. So on my way home, I go back home, I phone my mom, I told her what had happened, and then my mom was like, hell no, this hand is broken, now you gotta go to the doctor. And now it was around like 10 p.m. when I got home. So I went home, I just took everything, took my medical aids and put on warm clothes. I went to the hospital. And then, you know, these hospitals, I thought that maybe like in Europe services are better than in Africa. You know, it was, I waited for like more than an hour, or even like 1 hour 30 minutes just for me to get attended to. I stayed there, and as I was sitting there, I was just like, you know, back home when you're at there's public hospitals or even private hospitals, because it's like back home, you probably know one or two persons who'll be working at that place. They'll come and then they will assist you fast. But here at this instance, I knew no one. I had to patiently wait. So then I signed everything. They asked me what had happened. I told them that it was like a work accident. And then I signed everything, gave all my details, my work details and everything. I waited. And then they called my name finally. And then I went in, and then those doctors, they came. The first doctor came and assessed my hand. And then he called the other doctor and he was like, can you come and see what case we have here? The moment he called another doctor, I was like, what the fuck? This thing is... I was like, what the F? This thing could be like worse than I thought. So then that lady came, and then they held my hand, and they're like, is it painful? Like, horrible. And I was like, yeah, I think your hand could be, I don't know, it could be dislocated or broken, but we have to do like the x-ray. And then I did the x-ray. I did the first x-ray. Then I don't know what happened. I had to do another x-ray. I did another x-ray. I did like twice x-rays. And then I waited for my results. I waited also for like 30 minutes waiting for the x-ray. And then the x-ray came, and then the doctor explained to me that my hand was like broken. And then I like, what the fuck? I like, WTF. And then anyways, before that, they asked me if I was feeling some pain. I was like, yeah. Then they gave me like this other small liquid, but I told them that I don't want an injection for the pain. They gave me like a small liquid, and then I took the small liquid. It didn't even do anything. It was just like this other bitter water, like this. So then that guy came and like explained, like, your hand is broken, but we're not going to do an operation because of reasons 1, 2 up to 100, I don't know. So then they just like put a splint. They like put a splint, guys. At the moment, like, yeah, I was crying the whole time. I started crying the moment I left the house going to the hospital, because I was just like, even when I was like I was even it's a message just popped. Even like when I was on the waiting room, like waiting to be attended to, you know, there were some people who had their families. Everyone had someone, but it's I had no one. I was just by myself. Like, oh my god, I don't care. Even if I'm by myself, I know that God is with me in spirit. Now God and the angels were with me at that time. I know. Thank you, God, for helping me to be strong. Anyways, so I was crying the whole time. You know, those people just feeling so sorry for me. They're like, oh, this poor black girl. But anyways, they put a splint on me. They put a splint, and then when they put a splint on me, they wrote me like a sick note, and then I got like 14 days sick leave. And then as I came back home, it was not around like 1 a.m. to 2 p.m. When I got there wasn't like any public transport. My phone was off. I couldn't even call a taxi or something. So guess what, it was 1 a.m. I was like, should I wait at the bus stop for the public transport to resume? It was gonna resume at like 4 a.m. I was like, hell no. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna walk back home. I walked with a splint, guys, on my hand. I walked something like 3.5 kilometers. Now I'm lying. I think it's just that it was like 2.5 kilometers or 3.5 kilometers. I don't know. I walked back home. I got home around 3 a.m. And then as soon as I got home, I wrote my workplace message, told them that I broke my hand, and then I didn't even give much detail of what happened. I just sent them the picture of my x-ray and then the picture of my hand that I had a splint. And then in the morning, the first thing they called me at work, they're like, oh, Joe, what happened? Tell us, what pain, bro? And then I told them, I explained everything, this. And they're like, we're going to support you each and every step of the way. Can you please tell us if whatever information is needed at the hospital, because we have already reported the incident to our insurance. Well, like, okay, so the girl's like taken care of, you know. So then I had an order that I'm supposed to remove the splint within 7 days. So then 7 days came. You know, this thing was painful. Having a splint, guys, is painful because it was itching, and it was like summer at the time. It was a bit hot. It was itching. It was a bit, I don't know how, like, it was so uncomfortable, to be quite precise. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't even like do anything. I think during that week I was surviving on fast foods, because I was always sleeping. I couldn't even bath myself. I couldn't even, it was a terrible, because I was surviving with one hand. This hand was broken. Like, this is my power hand, my right power hand. So it was very sorry, guys. It was so terrible, you know. I was just like, you, any day life go flash before your eyes. That is what AKA said. Like, any day life go flash before your eyes. Anyways, so then they're like, I have to remove the splint within 7 good days. So then I asked them, where do I go to remove the splint? And then they're like, just look for the doctor on the internet. So whoever doctor you'll get, just go there. Just look for like an orthopedic. So then I looked online for an orthopedic. I went to this other clinic, and then when I got to the clinic, I told them what, and then I told them that. They asked me like, what happened, where did I get hurt? I told them everything, and then they're like, sorry, you have to go to a certain place like in town. That's where you're gonna find a doctor who's gonna help me. So then like they looked for like an appointment. They gave me an appointment. I think it was like 2 days later. I went 2 days later. It was now like 7, 8, 9 days with a splint that was supposed to remove 7 days ago. I went to the doctor that they had referred me to 2 days later, because that's when I had gotten like an appointment. Yeah. So then when I got to that doctor in town, and then they were like, I told them what happened, and then I showed them the card that I had gotten from that clinic, the orthopedic clinic. And then they were like, sorry, we can't assist you because it's like a work accident. So what you have to do is to go back to where they sent you here, and tell them that we can assist you because of our. I went back again. When was it? It was the same day I went back, and then when I got there to that same clinic, I told them that they can't assist me because of ABC. And then the clinic, they're like, oh, sorry, they actually phoned them. Sorry guys, it's something that happened like few weeks ago. They phoned them and told them that we've got a girl that's like this, and then they're like, okay, it was like it was a mistake. You'll have to go back there again. That's where they're gonna help you. I went back again to that clinic. When I got there, they're like, oh, it's you, sorry, we made a mistake. We're supposed to help you. We didn't like maybe listen to your story properly, but like, yeah. And then they're like, we have the appointment that we have for you is like day after tomorrow. So like I skipped another day, and then I went the other day. So then when I went the day that I was supposed to go, I think it was now like on Friday or something. I went on Friday, and then on Friday I got like an appointment that was like in the morning or something. The only thing that I wanted at that point was for me to remove the splint, because that thing was so very uncomfortable, you know. So yeah, so they were like, come back at such a date. I went on that date, and then they asked me questions, questions. There's one question that required my work for my employer to give me to answer. They asked me, what is this. I just didn't even know. They're like, sorry, you have to go back to your employer. Your employer is going to give you this part of this information that we need. I had to leave everything, guys. It was on a Friday, you know. I dashed back home. I sent an email as fast as I could, and I even phoned. They gave me whatever I needed, and then they're like, if they need anything, my workplace was like, if they need anything, just tell them to phone us. All right, okay. So I got whatever I got. It was now like around 5 p.m. I dashed back because the place, I think it closes at like 7 p.m. I was like, okay, they're gonna assist me today. I went with the information. So then when I got there, they're like, oh, thank you for the information, but unfortunately we can't help you today because it's already late. It was like 5 p.m. I'm like, oh my goodness, another weekend with a splint. Guys, I was like, God, if the next day they can't help me. And then they gave me like another appointment. They're like, your next appointment will be on Wednesday the following week. I had to wait. I had to wait Friday. I had to wait Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I just prayed to God. Then I was like, dear God, if these people today won't attend to me, I am taking off this splint by myself, because I have had it. It was now itching. It was now like the bandage was not like thinking off, you know. It was now clumsy, so clumsy. I just didn't like it, and I just didn't want it anymore, you know. So then Wednesday came. Fast forward, I went there on Wednesday. I think that's the day when they assisted me. I don't think they sent me back that day. That's the day when they assisted me. Then I went, and the first thing that I done was like to go and see the doctor. I went to the doctor's room, and then the doctor like took off the splint, and the relief, guys. The relief. But then I noticed that like when he took off that splint, I just felt like some things were like disconnecting or something. I was like, whoa. And then that doctor was like, he tried to thing my hand, and then asked me over, and then I was like, okay, go for an x-ray. I went for an x-ray. I came back again. The doctor showed me like the x-ray on a big screen, and then I was like, you see, your hand is still broken. It's still broken. It's still broken. You know, your hand is still broken. I'm like, okay, my goodness. But then what we can do right now, we're not putting back the splint, but it's gonna heal on its own. But you will need something that's gonna support your hand. And then that's when he gave me the robot. And then I got this robot. So there's like a clip that I put like, so it's like a sling. Yeah, it's a sling that went to a private school because it's like a robot. So he put me like a sling, you know. He gave me like this thing. So he was like, you have to put the sling whenever you're going out, to protect yourself and to protect everything you had. So I had the sling like all along, and then because my appointments or my reviews were like 2 weeks. So then he gave me another review for the next 2 weeks. I went for the next 2 weeks. I went back, and then I had this thing, and then that was the most horrible. Like, I'm eating some chuck. I got this chocolates as a gift from the people that love me. It's called Gold Shacks, because I'm a shack. So I'm gonna be eating some chocolates. I'm hungry, I think. So then the doctor gave me another appointment, and then when I went back for that appointment, he was like, I did the same procedure. First thing, you go for the x-ray. I went for the x-ray, done the x-ray, went to the doctor on the big screen, and he was like, your hand looks terrible. I was like, what? But now like 4 weeks. I was like, oh my goodness. And then he was like, your hand looks terrible. I don't know what we have to do right now. Are you wearing the sling? I was like, yeah, I'm wearing the sling everywhere I go. And then he was like, your hand looks terrible. Look, it's still broken. And then there's something that he does to my hand, like, you know. I was like, yeah, it's painful. Like, yeah, because your hand is broken. It's like kaput, gebrochen. I was like, okay, sure. And then I was like, can you please go home? And then if this thing doesn't change, we're doing an operation. I was like, we're gonna do an operation. You'll have to schedule an operation with us. Then we do an operation, because if we don't do it, then your hand, it's not gonna be the same again. And if we do the operation again, your hand won't be the same again. And then I was like, okay, cool. You know, I was crying that day, like, dear God, please. But and then I thought maybe like maybe I didn't like. I thought it's like dark chocolate. This chocolate so. And then I thought like I told my people from my workplace that I'm not supposed to do an operation. Yeah, they were so worried. I told them that the doctor said that if I do the operation, I could be like disabled for the rest of my life, and my hand won't be this. Yeah, they were so scared. They were just scared as much as I was scared. And then I told one of my bosses was like, I'm gonna go with you to the next appointment so that I can understand exactly what the doctor said, what exactly what's happening, because that doctor was German, you know. So maybe if I go with someone who speaks German, they'll like, and I really understand, because I had so many questions that what happens if I don't do the operation. And since I stay by myself, how am I gonna take care of myself when I have the operation? And you know, what am I gonna be able to do after I do my operation? What are the things that I'm gonna be able to do and won't be able to do, like, you know? So I went with that lady from my workplace on my next, after 2 weeks. I think I went there for like 8 weeks going for this review. And then the doctor explained, and then the doctor explained to her that the operation, if I do it, they'll have to operate my both hands. There's something that I'm supposed to remove from this hand and put it on this hand. So it's risky because I'm gonna do operation on both hands, and my hand won't be the same again. But then since I had done the x-ray, they're like, I'm recovering, I'm actually doing great, so I won't have to do the work. This chocolate is non-alcoholic, guys. I don't even know why it's so bitter, but it's nice. I like it because it was a gift. So they were like, okay, so then it's cool. They explained everything to me, like, oh gee, thank you God, I'm not doing an operation again. So basically, guys, that was like I don't think it was like 6 weeks or something, but I wasn't like, I think I went there for like 4 times or 5 times. So that was like the other appointment. And then they said I should keep on wearing the robota. I kept on wearing the robota. And then I got another appointment of like the next 2 weeks. And then the next 2 weeks was like a few days ago. I went back. Then the doctor was like, in fact, the last one, they had said that this one that I'm gonna be having is gonna be the last appointment. They're gonna be closing my case, whether I'm healed or not. They're gonna be closing my case. If I'm not healed, they're gonna proceed with the operation. Then if I'm a bit healed or if I've progressed, they're closing the case. They will reopen the case whenever I have problem with my hands. But my workplace will cover all the expenses, even in the future, even in like in 10 years to come. My case is still there, but it's just frozen. Whenever I have a problem with my hand again, I just have to go back to the same people, and then they reopen the case, and then they can help me further. But then I'm like, okay, so it's cool. Then I went back that day. Then doctor's like, yeah, I'm doing pretty much good. Now I have to leave the sling. I'm not supposed to wear the sling anymore. But I'm not supposed to ride bicycles. I'm not supposed to ride motorbikes. But I told him that because the last time I said like I can reduce sports. So then before my last appointment, I went for swimming. So Yeah, so then now I've left this link. Then it was like my case is still there, but it's closed at the moment because my hand is progressing. But whenever I have problems or whenever I'm not feeling well or anything, I should go back. They will resume. They will support me in each and every single way. So guys, all this thinking all told me that anytime life go flash before your eyes, like before you know it, like anything just like pa. Ndebele, me I'm Ndebele. In my mother language they say elogu fakali jelly. Like the day when you'll die, you'll never know that today I'm dying. Like when I'm translating that statement. But well, like yeah. But then when I was telling people that I got like hurt, and then they were like, at least it was like a work accident, so you're gonna get money. Yeah, your workplace is gonna give you money. Me, I was happy. I was like, I'm gonna get money. I'm gonna be rich, like a compensation. Or hey, no, that was like to myself. So then I waited, guys. Since everyone was saying like, you're gonna be rich. Me, I was waiting till today. I'm still waiting for that money to come. But like, I think that's when we should know that not all not all incidents make us get money at work, like those compensation money. I didn't get any compensation money. I never got anything from work apart from them paying for all the medical bills. That's the only thing that they gave me. For all the medical bills, for buying the robot thingy, But I was waiting for money. I was like, I had even started calculating that, okay, so if I get like 3,000 euros, right, what am I gonna do with this compensation money? There's nothing, bro. There's nothing, ma. Nothing. I never got anything. No money. No money. What I'm left with is this painful hand. Yeah, sometimes it is painful. Not sometimes, but most of the times when I sleep strategically. So like me, every time when I sleep, I have to sleep strategically, because if I sleep with another position, my hand will be like painful. And even when it's now like a little bit cold, my hand becomes painful. So I guess this thing is not gonna go away. Maybe for the next like 3 or 4 years. I think this is not like a lifetime injury whereby I will be feeling it with time that my hand is not doing okay. But like, I have this advice for everyone. So like, whenever you have like a work accident, make sure that you report it like as soon as possible to your bosses, because it might work on you against your favor when you need their help. Me, guys, I just need some chocolate. That one is not. The one wasn't given, so I'm gonna be eating these ones. I'll try these ones. Those ones, nah. I'm just feeling like some chocolate today. Anyways, guys, if you have a work accident, can you please can you please report it as soon as possible, guys? It's for your own good and for your own benefit. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll be uploading more and more videos this holiday, and I wish you guys happiest holidays ever. It's your girl again, Faith Lindelroy. Dupe. So until next time, guys, it's love, peace, and take care.